are just...
Hey, everybody. Hello. We are getting ready to go live here. CEPTV. We're streaming on Blog Talk. We're streaming on Facebook. We're streaming on Periscope. We are streaming on YouTube. And I think I'm going to stream us on Twitter too. I'm on Instagram. Let's see. How do I go live on Instagram? Tonight, everybody, we are going to be talking to Larry Wright, independent filmmaker and director, Pitchvine Entertainment. We are also live on CEPTV. Okay. So make sure you are checking us out. Bear with me while we get set up here. How do you go live on Instagram? Let's see. We're going to go live, y'all. Just a few minutes. I will be better prepared next time. This is the second time I've done this. Thanks for the thumbs up, whoever that was. I appreciate it. Oh, well, we won't be going live this time on Instagram. Let's go ahead and tweet this out real quick. We got 10 minutes until we go live on Blog Talk. Our guest will be calling in. Lithario will be calling in and or joining on Blog Talk. So I'm excited about tonight's show. We're going to be talking to Larry Wright, independent filmmaker out of Greensboro, North Carolina, getting some great information. Got some good stuff coming. Got some great lineups coming. If you, we'll do a recap in just a little bit. Like I said, we are streaming live on CEPTV. For those of you who have the app, please don't have the app, please download it if you have Android. It's called CEPTV Streaming. Please download that and give us a review. That would be awesome. Not asking you to pay for anything or buy anything. Just download the app and review it. That'd be awesome. Thank you. I hope everybody is doing well tonight. I had a long day at work. I tell you what, long from 8 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Long day. Thank y'all for tuning in. So far, we're going to be going live on Blog Talk and get this thing started in 8 minutes and 38 seconds. So thank y'all for hanging in there with us as we sort this thing out. Next time we will be early. I wasn't expecting to get off of work at 10:30 tonight, so had to rush everything in. Hey, Jarrett. Thanks for joining. We are streaming live on Facebook, CEPTV Facebook page. We are streaming live on YouTube, Periscope, and CEPTV website. If you all want to call in, if you have any questions, you can call in at 646-668-8484. That is 646-668-8484. Tawanda, hey lady. Gonna be playing we're gonna be playing Ron's song tonight. Tawanda did an amazing video to represent the lost children. And Ron did an amazing song that we're going to be sending out all over to hopefully get some radio plays for it. I'm telling y'all, when y'all hear it tonight, we're going to play it during the pause break. I hope that you all enjoy it. We're going live in 6 minutes and 54 seconds. So we got some good stuff coming up for you. And thank you all for joining me on either CEPTV or my page or CEPTV page. I really appreciate it. Thank y'all for the new likes. Thank you. Going back in the studio. You can see a lot of behind the scenes stuff here, huh? Oh, that's what I'm looking for. My layout for today's show. Y'all get to see some behind the scenes. Oh, let me throw this over here. Can't see everything. CPT. That's right, Larry. Get queued up. Larry's going to be on in about 25 minutes. Thank you so much for coming on and doing so much for CEPTV. Just been a great CEPTV merchandise is already available on, you can go to the Facebook page. We have a merchandise store. You can get shirts and hats and cups and even some really nice bags. Going back into the studio. Let's go get queued up.
Start your show now. Press 1 to hear important instructions.
Your show is scheduled to start in 4 minutes, 11 seconds.
You heard that right. 4 minutes, 11 seconds. Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate it. Got a great show coming up. 3 more minutes. Waiting on Lithario to join. I don't know if he's joining tonight by camera or if he's coming in on just the phone. I don't know how this is going to work. I think I can get three on camera with the screen share, I believe.
3 minutes until showtime.
Yeah, we're getting this thing perfected. So you get to all get to be here and witness as we grow. And we are definitely growing, and we thank you all for your support.
Two minutes until showtime.
2 minutes. All of this back here, we're going to get all that done up so it'll be more conducive to a CEPTV environment. So y'all just watch as we get this thing together here. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Got to represent Ohio State. And of course, my favorite anime character. You probably can't see it. Kakashi Sensei. Let's see if you can see a Sharingan. Sharingan. You see that red Sharingan right there? You see that? You see that? How many of y'all know about that? Who know about that Sharingan right there?
1 minute until showtime.
That's for my anime lovers out there. We're going to get some intro music going on in just 1 minute. That'll get everybody time to come on in and get settled. What's up? What's up? Dayton in the house. What's up, Ivan? Thanks for joining. All right, Lithario is on. So we can go through our intro and get right to it.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
OH. Hey, Tonda. Thanks for joining tonight, stopping through. Tonda, you might want to call in. We're going to be talking to a fellow filmmaker and director. Y'all may be able to bounce some stuff off of each other tonight. The number is 646-668-8484. I'm going to type that in here. We are streaming live on Periscope, Facebook, YouTube, and CEPTV Facebook page and CEPTV Network live. For all my sponsors, you're looking for some exposure? Don't believe us, just watch. Oh, that's going to be awesome. All right. Got to get... First, I got to turn my mic on so that the Blog Talk listeners can hear, as well as the CEPTV listeners. Thank y'all so much for joining us. We actually have a real nice audience tonight. We are streaming live tonight on CEPTV Facebook pages, my personal page, Periscope, YouTube, and CEPTV Network. So if you have the app, you can actually watch us live on the app as well. So thank you all for tuning in tonight. This is CEPTV Late Night Hype once again with LaShon. That is me, and Lithario, who is also on the air. What's up, Lithario? Okay, Lithario says he can't hear anything for some reason. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's see. Technical difficulties. All righty. Okay. Jared said yes, he can hear. All right. So Lithario, you're going to have to call back in. Anyway, tonight we have an amazing guest on, and that is Larry Wright, who is an independent filmmaker, director out of Greensboro, North Carolina. I'm sorry. And we're going to get into that very shortly. If you all like that beat, that intro beat that we had coming in tonight, that is 350 Beats. Elroy Miles Jr. hooked us up with that amazing beats and more where that came from. So if you are looking for some soundtrack music or just beats for whatever reason, go ahead and reach out to Elroy Miles Jr., 350beats.com, Hattie Mae Entertainment. All right. So gotta stop popping my lips, y'all. I'm sorry about that. CEPTV just want to introduce you all to CEPTV for those of you who may not be familiar with it. Creatives, entrepreneurs, and entertainers at Play TV. We are a streaming service and network that provides a platform for African American content creators. And the only one that lets you choose how you want to stream, whether you are just testing the waters and need a distribution partner, or you're ready to go all out and monetize with a built-in fan base, or you're just new and looking for a place to land that is truly African American owned and operated. That's CEPTV. If you want to take a look at some of our amazing content, you can do so right now and go to mycep.tv. Lithario, if you could just text me on the phone versus Facebook, because I keep getting the notifications, if you could. So last week we had another amazing guest. That was Ivan Curtis, general manager of the Brooklyn Nets gaming crew. We learned so much about what it's really like. And this is a new thing that has just like really come to fruition within the last couple of years, to be a part of an NBA 2K gaming league. Within that whole scenario, it's like the real thing, but it's the NBA game. Of course, it's the actual game. It's a PC version of the game, but it's not like the commercial version. This is a whole separate interface that's run just like it would be run in the NBA league with stats and everything. So if you want to hear that broadcast, if you have people in your family that are gamers and that are interested in that world, in that realm, you can go to that replay and you can find it either. I can hear you, Lithario. You can hear that either on CEPTV's page, the video version of it, or you can come to Blog Talk and you can hear the audio version of it. So if you want to hear it listening to your call or anything like that. So that was a great show last week, and we really enjoyed that. So thank you so much, Ivan, for joining us last week. And we look forward to following up with you and seeing how the season is going. So thank you for that. We also are really keeping our eye on the Byron Allen versus Comcast. You guys know that this whole thing is actually coming up. Actually, it's today. It's today. I don't know what time it is. I do apologize, but this hearing is supposed to start with the Supreme Court tomorrow. And if you have been following it, we've been posting it on our Facebook page. I've been posting it on my personal page. You can, get caught up on all of that. And the first to actually really go into depth reporting it, I won't really say the first, because this actually has been rolling in the background. This whole civil rights thing has been rolling in the background for quite some time. Hey, Raheem. So we are waiting to see if the Civil Rights Act of 1966 will be repealed or not. So let's see what happens with that. Everybody, we need to be paying attention to that and making sure we are privy to what's going on. So please pay attention to that. That's definitely on the forefront of our current events, and especially something that can affect CEPTV, something that can affect really everybody, something that will affect everybody. So please be vigilant with that case that's going on. Rodney Reed is also a huge name that's in the news. Sean King, who has been a huge advocate, has set up some software and all kinds of things so people can email the governor of Texas and all the people who are in that governor's court to either stop the execution, delay the execution, or what is it called? Like commute the sentence, or, do something about it. Because as it, people are speculating right now about the evidence, but he actually was not convicted of some things that he was accused of. And the bottom line to me is, with this whole thing, is I don't really think that he got a fair trial. So at minimum, if they could, do his trial over again, because, the jury that they selected was just, from what I researched, was not, he wasn't going to get a fair trial. Let's just put it like that. So I personally have been calling, and I did call all the governor's offices in Texas. I emailed some of them, and I signed the petition. And so we'll see what happens with that too. So if you're not familiar with the Rodney Reed case, you might want to do some research on that and make your own assessment and judgment. We have some, sorry for popping my lips. We have some new content released on CEPTV this past week by Black Moses Entertainment. That is Drew Tank Garrett, who is a filmmaker out of California, who is now in California. And he has released a new movie called Aware. And it's crazy how all of this stuff is like coming to an apex at the same time, especially within the network, because he just released this new movie called Aware, and it is calling attention to the alarming amount of African Americans gone missing in America, and the disproportion, like he actually uses resources and news reportings and stuff in this movie to bring attention to again, the disproportion of representation in the media when it comes to African Americans that are missing. It's not just women. It's also men and boys too. So it's not just the women. It's African Americans in general. The statistics are, if I could paraphrase correctly, we are 60% of the missing in America. However, we are only reported and given media attention 1/3 of the time. So, there's a lot of disproportion going on in how. So, Drew put together this amazing movie. It is now streaming on CEPTV. It is a free view, so you can watch it. For those of you who don't want to subscribe, that's fine. You can still watch this as a free view. And again, you can go to www.mycep.tv, or you can download the app. And you can do it like that, and then you can see it. It's called Aware. It's going to be one of the first movies that actually come up. And I say that it's coincidental because Tawanda Graves, we have been talking about this months ago. Tawanda Graves, who is the owner of Tea with Tea, she is also a CEPTV sponsor who has been helping us out with some side projects. And we're definitely going to continue to have some adventures together. She put together an amazing video and teamed up with Ron Antonio. And him and the Indie Singers have put together a video. Well, Tawanda put together, let me slow down. Tawanda put together the video, and Ron Antonio put together a beautiful original soundtrack to go with that video that highlights the missing teens and adults and youth in the African American community that go underreported. So that is available on CEPTV as well. We have shared it out on Instagram and some other places, and we'll more than likely post it on YouTube to give it a broader reach. And do it like that. So we want you definitely to check it out. But when we get to about the midway point of the show, we will let you hear that song. It is amazing, and we hope that you enjoy it. Events to come up. We are bringing back CEPTV Talk in 2020, so prepare for that. And we just have a whole slew of things that are coming this way for CEPTV and all of the fans. So again, thank you all for your support so far. As we grow this thing, it has definitely been a great adventure, and we look forward to more endeavors together with you all as the viewing public, and for those of you who are venturing along on the backside, on the behind the scenes side of CEPTV, and we appreciate all of that. So without further ado, I'm going to cut to a quick commercial break. We're going to maybe try to figure out something, whatever's going on with Lithario's phone or whatnot, and get him in here. And when we get back, we should be ready to talk to our guests. So we thank you all so much so far for tuning in to CEPTV Late Night Hype with LaShon and Lithario.
This is our child, not just your child, and I will stay in his life. He will have me till I can't breathe, even though you're not my wife. I will raise him, feed him, teach him wrong from right. Let's take care of him together. Take care of him together. We were lovers. Now let's raise this.
Hello?
You there? Hello?
Everyone needs a spa day, a day to relax and unwind and let someone else take care of your needs or a change. If you live in the Houston, Texas area and are ready
Trying to troubleshoot Lithario's phone real quick before we go back on the air.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
You able to hear me?
I can hear you.
I still can't hear anything on my end.
Welcome to CEPTV and Blog Talk Radio. Anyone can subscribe and sign up. You can view all genres of content, movies, live events, TV shows, and more by African Americans and Brown Americans on CEPTV. Then listen for interviews on Blog Talk Radio. Tune in to listen now.
And we are back. For those of you who are viewing on CEPTV, YouTube, Periscope, Facebook Live, you don't really get an intermission. The intermission is pretty much for those who are tuning in. You hear the commercials, but you still see me working in the background, and you can see the soundboard and all that good stuff. So you get a behind the scenes view of what goes on when you're using a simple interface, a simple studio setup like Blog Talk, which is really great. It's a really great starter platform for anyone who wants to kind of get into podcasting. So don't be afraid to use something like this. You can get a free version of it, and I think you get like 15 minutes or so. You could test it out, see if it's something that you like to do. So this is what the back office studio looks like. These are what my music clips and my sponsor clips and my intros and my outros and all that good stuff look like. And then I just play them when it's time. So that's all that's to it. So thank you all for joining us back here on CEPTV Late Night Hype with LaShon and Lithario. Lithario's having some technical difficulties tonight. and sometimes that's just the way it goes. So that's okay. But we are here and we're going to be talking to Larry Wright, who is an independent filmmaker and director out of Greensboro, North Carolina. He'll be joining us in just a little bit. But yeah, we are really excited to talk to him. I hope that, if anybody who is interested in becoming a sponsor of CEPTV, make sure you reach out to us. You can email us. That's going to be CEPTV2019 at gmail.com. Again, that's CEP2019 at gmail.com. And we can definitely get you some sponsor slots. If you have not seen already, you can be a sponsor on some of our free views or paid view movies. And another exciting announcement that I wanted to announce. I may be doing some to expand our reach. We may be partnering up with another female-owned streaming network, which, it's a great idea to team up with other networks because it will help those of you who want to stream get further coverage and more views. So that's something that may be in the works. I don't want to say too much because it hasn't been solidified yet. But if she's listening, we're definitely excited about that and hope that we can go ahead and make some moves on that soon. So stay tuned for more information on that. But what I wanted to say, and the reason why I brought that up is because now we found out about being able to air movies from public domain. So we are going to have some, I think the first one we got on there was, let's see, what was the first movie that we uploaded from public domain? It was Black Fist. And so we're going to have movies like that on there for our throwback section or our blaxploitation section. So be sure to check those out on CEPTV. Those definitely are free views. So if you haven't seen any of those historical movies and stuff like that, be sure to check it out. You can check it out again on CEPTV if you're traveling, if you're looking for something to do. What the app does is it will make a temporary download for you. It's not a download that you can share unless it's something that you can download to have. But it will make a temporary download for you. So that way, if you're on the airplane and or if you're somewhere where there's no Wi-Fi or you're in the roaming area, you can actually still watch your movies because it will temporarily download it to your phone and then it'll purge after so many days. So that's the cool feature of CEPTV app. Again, we do have it on Android, iPhone, iOS is coming very soon. I just talked with my developers the other day. So we are working on that. We're trying to get it done before December. Not sure if that's going to happen. It takes a little bit longer and then we're going into the holidays. So that's going to take some business days away, but it will be very soon. So thank you all for your patience with that. But in the meantime, the www.mycep.tv is very compatible with any cell phone. It will actually format to any phone or tablet interface that you may have. So check it out when you get a chance. Without further ado, I want to bring on my guest and a great business partner who has been with CEPTV from, I want to say almost day one, not quite day one, but from the very foundation of CEPTV. So welcome to the show, Larry, Brother Saeed. Thank you so much for coming on tonight. I know it's late night for you, but we are very excited and happy to have you on tonight. Can you hear me? Hello? Let's see. Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I think you cut me in. Tell me, have me on. Hold on.
Testing. Can you hear me now?
Oh, you can hear me now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Mute and unmute, whatever that's doing.
Goodness gracious. I think it's the interface tonight.
Can you hear me now?
Let's see.
Can you hear me? Well, I can't.
Hold on one second. I'm sorry, everybody. This interface is acting up a little bit. It is what it is. Let me drop the call. I guess this is the same thing that's been happening with Lithario too. Let me try this one. So now you all can make a sound decision if you want to use Blog Talk or not.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let's see. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to refresh the page and then I'm going to dial back in to see if that will do it. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
It keeps moving and I'm muting.
Let's see. Okay. Hang with us, guys. Just some technical difficulties. Okay, can you hear me now?
Hello?
Hello?
Hold on. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello, this is Larry Wright, owner of Pitchline Entertainment, LLC.
It's something weird going on. Like as soon as I take everybody out of the whole room, it pretty much just like the counter stops. So this is what I'm going to do. All right, everybody. Sorry about that. We finally got this thing together. My internet went out for a second, and then I had to refresh. I had to jump out of the show, jump back into the show, and things like this do happen with live radio, live TV. It just does. So I do apologize. Thanks for the two people who hung on through the little 5 minutes of disarray. But without further ado, let me go ahead and bring Brother Saeed, Brother Larry Wright on. And again, thank you so much. Sorry for the interruptions. It's just one of those things. But thanks so much. Yeah. So what's going on tonight?
What's going well? I'm up late, supporting CEPTV. That's what I do. Always support it. If it's about the country, I'm with it. I support it.
Absolutely.
Since I met, since I have connected with you and things of that nature, everything is, going in full circle right now.
Absolutely. You've been doing some amazing things. And I want to tell you that just watching you bring the movie Butter to life and showing the clips and how everything is just coming together so beautifully has been an inspiration for me to go ahead and pick my camera back up too. So I want you to definitely keep doing your thing with that. But for the viewers, for people who don't know who you are, Lithario, if you're listening, you can go ahead and try to call back in too. I think we're good now. But for people who don't know who you are, tell us a little bit about yourself, about your background and upbringing, and what led you into becoming a filmmaker.
Well, who am I? I'm originally from New Jersey. Grew up in a large family, and I moved to North Carolina in '95, and I just had to get out of Jersey. Jersey got a little too rough for me, so I moved here in '95. I always wrote, but then I got like a free education from one of my friend's name was Reggie Nurse. He was like a freshman in college. He always see me dibbling and dabbling with my camera. He said, "Hey, what you do?" I said, "Well, I do a little bit of film." He said, "Hang with me, and I'm gonna hook you up." So for like 3 years in a row, I'm at A&T, over there in the media department, working with him, helping him do stuff, and and I'm like, this 18, 19-year-old kid that teach me how to become a filmmaker. I was 35 at the time.
Oh wow!
So I'm at A&T. Yeah, so I'm at A&T. Me and him, we filmed Fantasia's first birthday party. Our first birthday party when she made it, we filmed that at Greensboro, and we did that. And he took me around and just showed me the ropes, and it was a blessing. So I got into filming, and I probably got over like 13, 14, 15 films. This is my first feature though, and I've been in like over 20 film festivals. The last film festival I was in, which was it's a Cannes screenwriting competition, and I took third place for best screenplay at the Cannes.
Oh wow!
So,
congratulations for that!
Yeah,
Wow.
So, yeah. So we doing that. Like I said, we doing Butter, and I'm actually, I got so much going on. Like right now, I just put something together for February. If you're a filmmaker, and CEPTV is part of this, I'm doing a film festival here, February the 20th and 21st, and plus that's the same weekend we premiere on Butter. So,
yes, can't wait.
We doing a little bit. But the thing about it is, the film is like off the chain. But the person I brought on, Brother Shaheem Beloved, and his group over here at Greenville has they got a CD coming out. And I'm telling y'all, man, listen, when y'all hear this CD, y'all be like, yo, these brothers and these sisters ain't playing. They keep it 100. And they gave me everything I asked for, as far as the music that I was looking for. They gave me that what I wanted to take us back to, them 70s and 80s and that real good hip hop and that real good R&B and that real good love music. So that's what they gave me. And, but Butter is Butter, you know what I mean? the film Butter is a tribute to the women of the black exploitation era, when all these black women was making these action movies. This is the history of action movies for women. The black Afro-American female back in the 70s, 60s and the 70s and 70s, during that black exploitation movement, was making these action movies. It was tons of them. You had, Vanessa McGee, Pam Grier, Tamala Dobson, and all these beautiful black women making these action movies. And what happened was, and this is, and I was a fan of that, and I'm still a fan of that. So what happened was, I'm gonna give you a quick history lesson. What happened was is that these white men was making these movies. The white people was funding them and making them, but they was bringing in all these black beautiful women, and they was exploiting their sexism, their good looks, the way they dress, and stuff like that. But what happened is the white women of that movement got mad because they was taken over. So and the NAACP said that the movie that we was making was degrading to Black America, but all we was doing was just showing how it really is in Black America, like it is today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that was one of the reasons why they stopped making these female black exploitation movies, because the NAACP and these rich white women who was mad, was jealous of their husbands being around these women, and the NAACP saying we were degrading and making our neighborhood look bad. That's why the black exploitation era was brought to a halt.
It's crazy because it seems like the black exploitation really had people like super duper hyped about being black. Like that was like a good thing.
Right. And if you look at it, once they did that to the black exploitation movement, that's when you start getting all these white women. That's when you start getting these white female action heroes. And what I tell people today, you can't even name one African American. I consider myself black, so you can't name one black female that have like a series of action movies. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have that. Every so often they'll throw one at us and make us happy.
Right.
But Butter gonna change that.
Awesome. Well, I guess it's time for that then. Then let's be the change that we want to see. Yeah, let's be the change we want to see.
And see, and what I love about CEPTV is that that's the only channel that is gonna, and I tell LaShon this all the time. The only way we don't premiere this thing on CEPTV if Netflix called me and give me 40 million. I got to go. Other than that, and she part of the team. No matter where I go, if the people give us the money, she part of the team. But February the 21st, we streaming on CEPTV. That's where we're going with this.
That's what we're looking forward to.
Not only what I'm doing, and I'm reaching out to all my other filmmaker brothers and sisters to get on board, because you're one of the few sites that's offering them so much. But and I break it down to people like this. You're on YouTube. You got 100,000 hits. Now, if anybody know anything about business, if you got 100,000 hits, the rules of business saying you're going to track 5% of that market if you monetize your business.
Right.
So you got 100,000 hits, and you monetize your business to your 100,000 viewers. It's business say you're going to track 5% of that viewership. So just look how much money you can make.
Mm-hmm.
But they rather let YouTube and these other sites put commercials on their page for free and give them crumbs.
Right. Because you're getting a small fraction of that. Yeah, very small fraction.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right. And that's why it's important that we continue to grow and continue to push. Absolutely.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, what you're doing, there's a lot of streaming services out there, but what you're doing, what makes you unique is that you're offering them stuff that other services are really trying to charge you out the butt for.
Mm-hmm.
You just saying, listen, you come on with me, I'm going to make sure we both eat, but this is what I'm going to do for you just to get you on board.
Right. That's right.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's what my head is at. My head is about, Black empowerment. My head is about women empowerment. My head is about men empowerment. But the bottom line is it's about empowering the whole community so that everybody can put some money in their pocket.
Absolutely. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. So I want to talk about some of your past works. You have a bundle that you offer currently on CEPTV, which consists of Bully. It consists of Political, and there's about Protect and Serve, and one or two others that I may be missing. And those are all phenomenally put together. I cannot believe that you started doing this when you were 35. I didn't know that.
Well, the only reason why I started when I was 35, I mean, I did a little stint, and all I had to do with the opportunity was to write. So, a lot of this stuff that I'm filming, a lot of these scripts and this stuff that I'm doing, I wrote these things like 10, 15 years before I even started. I already had them wrote. Cause like one of my scripts when I was doing with some young brothers and sisters, they was like, "What's a pager?" and I was like, when I wrote it, that's when we had the pagers only.
Oh, okay.
I had to change from pagers to a cell phone.
Wow.
And they were like, "What's a pager?" I said, "Whoa!" But like I said, but even though Ava, she didn't get started until she was 32.
Mm-hmm.
Look where she at right now. And like Morgan Freeman and these cats, they didn't really get that big hit till they was older. So I tell people this all the time: don't give up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just keep doing. Even if you still got to work your 9 to 5, don't give up on what you love to do, because you never know. You might be the next one in line. But if you stop doing what you're doing, you start doing what you love, you're done. I'm married, and this is what I tell young people, male and female. This is what I tell young people, anybody that's getting married. Listen, whatever your love and your passion is, when you get in a relationship, and if your significant other or the person that you're dealing with forces you to give up that passion, you're not going to be happy.
Right.
That might just be your outlet where you can say, "Hey, this is my personal space. This is my quiet time. This is what I like to do to keep me sane."
Mm-hmm.
And what I do, and I do my film, and I do my paper to film, because before I fell off, before I got on them drugs, everything I do now, I did in Jersey, but it was just sports based.
Mm-hmm.
I gave myself to the community, and I'm doing it now in a different way, because when I got out of coaching, because it got to the point where I wasn't coaching. I was just watching kids run up and down the court, and parents want to tell me how to coach their kids.
Mm-hmm.
But becoming a writer and being a filmmaker, that's not one of them hobbies that everybody's going to want to be part of, because it takes work and it takes dedication.
Mm-hmm. Definitely have to have some follow through.
Right. But that's what I do. And it's like the group that I'm working with right now is like a blessing from Allah, because I've been on this film for like 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how people are going to receive it when it come out. But, one of my friends, which I still call him my mentor, this is the younger guy I was talking about, Reggie Nurse. He said, "Saeed, your thing is right now, complete the film." He said, "You done shot 100 short films." He said, "Complete this."
Right.
Prove to yourself that you can complete this, and just let it go where it's going to go.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We definitely can't wait. Like the clips that you put up and the stuff that I've seen so far, I'm just so excited to be executive producer on this. And this is my first one, so it's really exciting.
And then I didn't mention that. Yeah, you're the executive producer. I mean, that's big to me. Like I said, once you see the whole story how it unfolds, it's going to be. I think we're going to do well. I think when we stream it, we're going to do extremely well. So we got a lot of people all over that wants to see it, and those who can't come to the premiere will be able to stream it, on CEPTV, and I think they're going to enjoy what they see.
Absolutely, I do too. I do too. Now, before butter, tell me which one of your finished products that you have, whether it's on CEPTV or not, which one is your favorite?
My favorite piece that I've done is probably Grand Slam. And Grand Slam and my Marvin Gaye piece that I shot it as a short, but I'm going to redo it as a stage review.
Is that the one? Did you stream that today?
I showed the film today.
Okay. That's okay. You got some good feedback on that. You got some real good feedback on that. I didn't get a chance to look at it because I was at work.
Yeah, and the film is based on the events leading up to the making of the album, what's going on.
Okay.
So it's real, and if people know me, I'm into Black politics and Black empowerment. And most of all my stuff that I do is about, and I don't even really question white people about what they do because we know how that system works. My stuff is about asking us what are we going to do to make us better as people, and what's going to influence us to be better in our community.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I do the films that I do. That's why I did political. That's why I did the system. I got a short that I did. It's called Child Support,
mm-hmm.
and it's actually a film about how it's about this sister, Katrina Howe, and she's a great actress. It's about her and my man Scott Barnes. He was a newbie, and I bring him in. I said, look, just follow my lead. I'm gonna make you famous. And when you see this film about child support, because one of my friends that works with me, he's a child support officer.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he does. He go in there, and he said, dude, that was the most educational film that I ever seen.
Wow.
Just how we
is that on CEPTV? Because I don't think I've seen that one yet.
I don't think I put that on CEPTV.
Okay.
But I'm gonna put it up on the page so people can see it. But it's a child support case.
Wow.
And it's but to flip it, it's about a deadbeat mother instead of the deadbeat dad.
Mm-hmm. Which is one thing that doesn't get highlighted much. Yeah.
Well, you know why they don't highlight it. And this is no knock to Black women. They don't highlight it because long as the system and people that get caught up in the system can make the African American or the Black male look bad, that works for them.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's definitely a lot of bias in there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's actually, the system is a 4-part series that I filmed, and the city was gracious enough to let me use the courthouse to shoot it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I got a real great relationship with the city of Greensboro. They really especially the Cultural Center and Barbara McKenzie. And Kendrick, I just hooked up my man Kendrick. I forgot his last name, but he's over some stuff that we're getting ready to do for the Cultural Center. And I got to give them mad props and mad shout out, because when they first met me, I was like this cat. I'm from up north. So I came in like a bull with smoke coming out of both nostrils. And they said, listen, brother, we're going to work with you, but you got to slow down. You scare us. But yeah, I was going in there, I went in there like I was Mike Tyson trying to knock everybody's head off. But once I got to know them and they got to know me, and our relationship is so good right now, and it's all love, you know what I mean? They see me coming through, they already know when I'm coming through, I want something. They say, well, look, let's get it together and we'll make it work. And I got and my wife is like my wife is like my silent supporter. She don't really say much, and she don't come to a lot of events, but she'll come to the big events, but she supports everything I do because and that's why I'm still doing it.
That's amazing. Yep. Definitely. That makes a huge difference. Like you said, that makes a huge difference when you have that backing and that support from your significant
other. It
other.
wasn't easy now. It was a process. Let me put it to you like that. But it turned out to be a good process. But she understood where I was coming from when I told her that, my mission God gave me a job to do, and my job is doing what I'm doing is teaching young people how to become entrepreneurs, teaching young people how to become business people at a young age so they can understand the value of a dollar. Once they understand the value of a dollar and don't grieve for the dollar, they're gonna be better off.
Right. Now this is where paper to film comes in, right? Tell us about
And this,
paper to film.
now paper to film was created by me and my business partner Tiffany McKeever, and a couple other people actually was part of us helping us out when we started this. So we were sitting around. We said me and Tiffany was really. We said we're gonna start a program, and we were trying to figure out a name. And her sister came up with the name, and me and Tiffany just started taking it from there. But I got definitely give it. Damn, I keep forgetting this girl's name, but Cedric Livingston. Oh man, and I don't want to forget. I forgot the sister's name, and she's been with us for like 3 years. But then she moved. But Cedric Livingston. I forgot her name. This little sister that we had and a couple other people just stuck with us, man, for like the first 3 years. So we wasn't paying. It was like it's a community-based program. Most of our funding just comes from other people in the industry that just come and support.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And we 2 years ago we landed our first little sponsor to give us a couple of dollars. But we our program is best because we don't get a bunch of funding.
Okay.
We just go out and we get a building. We've been in the same building since 2013, and we get those kids to come in and we create magic, and they create magic. And like I said, my business partner, Tiffany McKeever, is like, I'm like the biggest fan because she really put a lot of effort in making the program work. I'm kind of like, I do my part. I'm like the CEO, and she's over the development of it.
Mm-hmm.
So we come together, but without her being part of, being not only just a co-creator, but not without her being the one that keeps everything together, I don't think we would be where we are today. And which I don't want to say it, but we got some great news last week. We're just waiting to finalize the paperwork. Then we're going to announce something that's going to be really big. That's really big for us right now.
All right. I love it. Now,
Yeah.
Shucks, that's great.
Yeah, so we doing what we got to do, and that's help young men. And the thing about our program, we taking everybody. It's just that most of our group is young black men and women, but it's open to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like it's Eddie. If you come to the door and you got a passion and you want to learn how to become a filmmaker, we're not going to turn you away.
And for those of you who are interested in something like that, we are going to work on bringing that program to the Columbus, Georgia area. I'm going to start.
We're bringing it to Columbus, Georgia.
Yeah, so I'm going to start talking to some schools and all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah, CEPTV and we're not working on it. You there? You got the connects. We're going to bring it. It's a simple program. It's a discipline program, but it's a simple program. And at the end of the summer, the kids get to shoot. The kids get to write, shoot, and direct their own film.
And it gets to stream on CEPTV.
And it's going to stream on CEPTV. You don't get it no better than that.
Exactly.
And we're going to teach you how to put a couple dollars in their pocket.
Exactly. So some good stuff coming up. If you all want to call in tonight, 646-668-8484. If you have any questions for Brother Saeed, Brother Larry Wright, independent filmmaker out of Greensboro, North Carolina, who has directed a lot of awesome films. You said you have 100 films under your belt, right?
No, not 100. I got like 20 under my belt. I've been in over like 15 and 20 film festivals. And I've been, and I have some great opportunities, and that I didn't capitalize on, but I guess the time wasn't right.
Mm-hmm.
But what we're working on now, and the we dealing with, we gonna be there. It's just not my time. It's not my time yet, but we there.
Right. Patience is a virtue. Yeah.
Now I emailed Butter. I was hoping she was going to call in, but she might have some connection problems as well.
Okay, so, yeah. It was a little wonky tonight. I guess Lithario was probably tired. He gave up. That was a lot. He had been trying to connect since about 10 after and couldn't get in. So, but But again, it's one of those things. But I'm so glad to have you on. So we definitely have a very bright future outlook for not just CEPTV, but paper to film and pitch. Now, wait a minute. Before I say that, didn't you say you were going to do away with Pitchvine, or did you change that?
My plan is to shut down Pitchvine Entertainment, and once we sit down and get some stuff to it, I'm gonna pretty much fully devote myself to CEPTV, and because I just think it's time for me to. I say this, and I say this every year though.
Mm-hmm.
But when it get down for me to shut down my business, I don't shut down my business.
I'm telling you,
if everything works out with our paper to film, I'm probably just gonna focus mainly on paper to film.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because, like I said, our paper to film program, we really moving forward, and which is a good thing. And people understand what our program is about, and I think they really want to work with us right now.
That is great. And I do want to talk a little bit more about that, but we're going to just real quick take a pause break. And as promised, we are going to pay some bills, but we are going to listen to They Can't Talk, But We Can by Ron and the Indie Singers. This again is the song that is accompanying the video that highlights the missing African-American children and women and men in our community. But this is an original song, an original soundtrack made just for this. And I promise you all will enjoy it. We're going to take a quick break. We do thank you so much for joining CEPTV. If you have any questions for Mr. Larry Wright, Brother Larry Wright, please call in after the break, 646-668-8484. And tonight I am going to do a giveaway. So if you call right after or you call during the break, if you're the first to call during the break, I'm going to give away this t-shirt. This t-shirt is courtesy of Tees by T, Tawanda Graves Business. This is Bring Back Our Children. Bring Back Our Children t-shirt, and you just tell me what size you want, and you can support our efforts to bring awareness to the missing Black children in our community.
I need a t-shirt.
Okay, I got you. So we do want to give one away to one caller tonight. So if you would call in when we start playing the song that this is all about, it's called They Can't Talk, But We Can. But again, we're going to play some commercial or two first, and then we'll get into that, and then we will be right back. So thank y'all so much for tuning in to CEPTV Late Night Hype with LaShon and Lithario, featuring Larry Wright, independent filmmaker and director from Greensboro, North Carolina. We'll be back.
Fight all injustice. Crusade, create a world of fair play. Crusade, fight all oppression. Turn this world over. Turn this world over.
For a free copy or email of Crusade or other singles by Charles Robinson, call 850-294-6550. Thank you.
Rise above.
feed your minds. Learn, read, and rise.
Rampant drug-related crime continues to plague the Clifton Terrace area. Today, 2 young men were brutally murdered at 16th and West.
More signs today that the drug problem is getting worse.
A surprising development tonight as drug kingpin Angel is gunned down, apparently as part of the ongoing turf war in...
Peek inside the cutthroat world of drugs, money, and fast women. A world where a young man must choose his own path. Prodigal Son, the new novel from Tommy Gibbs. Order your copy from Amazon or CensoRoInc.com.
Born unable to crawl, taking my first step. Born unable to pull myself up, achieving my first dream. Born unable to make the sign of a voice, speaking my first word.
Special kids across the world can't say you're hurting me. Can't you see it in my face? Don't pick me up to throw me down. I wanna talk, but there's no time. When you hear me cry, don't shut me out. That's my way of saying you're hurting me.
On the like it's frequency, police brutality, abusing with using the authority amongst the majority of us minority must make opportunity to survive financially in this land they call free.
We can talk, but we can't talk. We got to fight and stand up for the right. We can talk, but we can't. We got to fight and stand up for the right.
When you see the changes they can make in their lives, you will feel the power from the joy that's inside. I'm a change immunity to protect the ones we need, to make them pay for what they've done. The power of authority.
Special needs are being abused all across the land. Make a plan, no matter what the circumstance.
They stand for their rights, the power of the fight. Connect and join in hand, spread the word as we band together. We can talk,
can't talk, but we can.
We can stand up for their rights. They can't talk,
they can't talk, but we can.
Stand up for their rights. And together we will fight.
Yo, let me give you a rundown on life. It's bound to stab you deeper than a knife. You got these kids getting abused by the adults who can't defend themselves. They hit with belts and they can't talk, so you don't know what's going on, but you can look in their eyes and tell something is wrong. The pain, the tears, been abused for many years, and it's not your child, so you don't really care.
There's a lot of great teachers who would take a stand against abuse by another teacher's hand. They will fight for what is right. They will stand against the accused and tell it for the sake of stopping abuse.
They can talk, but we can't.
They can't talk.
We got to fight
no.
And stand up for.
They can't talk.
They can't talk, but we can.
We can't talk.
We got to fight and stand up for.
Take it a second, it was never picture perfect. Now the looks upon our faces will show you how so corrupted this system is self-destruction. But I say be scared of nothing. Just fight to be better beings, cause violence ain't the key.
Cameras in the class will stop the abuse. It will protect the teachers for being accused. Let's fight to change the system that we have to remain. When a child could be abused, anything is no use.
We can talk, but we can't. We've got to fight and stand up. Stand up for we can talk and stand up for their rights. We can talk, but we can. Come on, we got to fight and stand up for their rights. We got to fight. We can talk, but we can. Put your hands together. We got to fight and stand up for. We got to stand up for their rights. That can't all, but we can. We got to fight and stand up for their rights.
Welcome to CEPTV and Love Talk Radio. Anyone can subscribe and sign up. You can view all genres of content, movies, live events, TV shows, and more by African Americans and Brown Americans on CEPTV. Then listen for interviews on Blog Talk Radio. Tune in to listen now.
And we are back. Thank you all so much for hanging in there with us. I hope you enjoyed that song. I really did. Every time I listened to it, I kind of tear up a little bit. I had to hold that shirt up so y'all wouldn't see my eyes water. And that it just touches me so much that first of all, that I get to be a part of something so monumental and really trying to make a difference for those of us who have children who have been kidnapped, organ trafficked, sex trafficked, all kinds. It's crazy what's going on in this world right now. And we want to shed a light on it because it's just not right. It's not fair. And it's a serious epidemic that's going around. And I want to bring Tawanda Graves on the show so we can talk about some things at some point in the near future. She did a show 9 months ago. And when I tell you that show will blow your mind with some details, especially coming out right in the I-65 Alabama area. And they just posted an article about it on the news about some terrible things that are going on with children in that area, and people just are turning a blind eye because there's so much money to be made in this black market industry. It's really a travesty. But again, sorry to get off on a tangent. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. And I wanted to acknowledge Brother Raymond Harrison, who made a comment that he wants to advertise with us for his Jurassic Battlestar trilogy that's coming out. Now, this brother right here, I've been watching Brother Raymond for a long time on Facebook. And when I tell you this brother has invested in some serious movie equipment, like dog, he is doing some serious things in the industry. So kudos to you, Brother Raymond. We would definitely love to have you as a sponsor with us. Anytime you're ready, just reach out to us. You have the email CEPTV 2019@gmail.com, as well as any other person who wants to sponsor and help the network grow. We definitely would love that. So thank you so much for hanging with us tonight on the show. It's like 1 a.m. and we still got y'all out there hanging in there. Got Brother Saeed, Brother Larry still up with us. Normally this is his bedtime. Normally this is your bedtime. But welcome back to the show. So before the break, we were talking about paper to film. Can you talk about exactly what you develop? What are some things that the children are actually getting from this program? I know it's something that some skill sets that they can take with them anywhere, and probably can advance them even on a more collegiate level.
Yeah. Well, I think what we're teaching them is self-confidence, and we're teaching them how to address and deal with people, and we're teaching them how to overcome their fears. Because when you become a writer, or you become a filmmaker, And when you become a media person, you have to be able to overcome all these things because you don't know what type of people you're going to deal with. Last year, one of our students we had in the program, she's been in the program like 2 years, and she was at an event, and someone asked her what did she do, and what was her role in the program, and what was the story they wrote about. And they couldn't tell him about the story. So I kind of pulled my group to the side and I said, listen, y'all wrote this script. I said, so let me tell you how business works. When somebody asks you about something that y'all wrote, you should know it from beginning to end.
Mm-hmm.
I said, one of y'all should know. I said, now, I don't know if you were scared to answer the question or not, I said, but y'all wrote the script. Me and Ms. McKeever didn't write the script. So the next time that ever come up again, I do not want y'all, and I'll keep it 100 with them. I do not want y'all to look at each other and say we don't know, because that's telling people that looking at us and looking at our program that we're not doing the right thing. So, but it came up again this year, and these kids were like they were on point. You know what I mean? They knew, and they'll probably just call them off guard last year.
Mm-hmm.
But they knew this year when that same issue came up, they knew the answer because they wrote the script and they put the film together. But the gist of our whole program is to improve on our reading, writing, and comprehension skills. That's what we focus on when we first bring them in.
Mm-hmm.
We bring them in so they can improve on that. And the thing about our program is for the first month or 2 months, based on how long it takes for us to get you to know how to write and print. You can't even use a computer.
Okay. So fundamentals first, basically.
Like fundamentals first. And the only person who gets to use a computer is the person that's actually formatting the script.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, that could be focused on fundamental basic skills.
Okay. And so how long, you said the young lady has been in the program for 2 years. How long?
This is her 3rd year now.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
it's from 11 to 17.
Okay.
And this group we got in now, they're going to be there for, and it's funny because the group we got now, on Saturday, they could be doing something else, but they be in that lab working on materials.
Mm-hmm. That's exciting.
Right. On Saturdays, when we have lab, they in the lab working on stuff. And we don't force them to come. We just have an open lab. They come and they create, man. They put stuff together.
So these children can be at the mall. They can be doing all kinds of other stuff, but they choose to come in and do what they do. I love it.
Right. Yeah. That's what they do. And we're so excited, man. It's like, we're growing. We're growing. We just, and the movement is growing. People really understand, like I said earlier, people really appreciate what we do. And when they come and see how structured it is and how we run our program, they really get like a different type of respect for what we do because, most programs, they think, we don't throw nothing together.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a throw together program. It's a professionally run, well put together program.
Okay. Now you've done and you've hosted some events this year and you've gone to some events. Tell us about those. First, you went to the National Black Theater event, right?
The National Black Theater Festival is like the biggest Black Theater Festival probably in the world, whereas you get the best theater people in it. You get the best of theater comes to Winston-Salem every other year, and the best people in the theater industry shows up, and it's like a week of theater.
Mm-hmm.
7 days of theater, and like I said, and plus they got a small film festival there. Well, I'm not gonna call it small because it's been growing. And like I said, I usually help out, so I'll show my film something there. You know what I mean? But it's great. I'm telling you, man. If you wanna meet people and see what theater is all about, you need to come to the National Black Theater Festival.
And when is that usually?
2021. It's every other year.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's why it's so big because it's not every year; it's biannual.
Yeah, it's biannual. Yeah, like I said, and this, I'm telling you, it's something like you never seen before. 70,000 people.
Mm.
Yeah, 7 days of this theater in this theater. That's great, man. I'm telling you, it's something. Lamar Rucker, he did a workshop. So people come in and do workshops. Lamar Rucker did like a 2-hour workshop, maybe 3-hour workshop for actors and actresses that was free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so, and that was included in, or like kind of on a first come first serve basis. Excuse me.
Nah, the building was so big it don't matter because they got like hotel rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Like the big band, they got the banquet room, so it didn't matter because it would hold anybody. It would hold up to how many people could get in there, and they come.
Mm-hmm.
It's like people come. It's crazy. As I said, in 2021, you gotta come see it. It'd be something that you ain't never seen before.
Okay, definitely. I'm definitely gonna make some plans to go ahead and do that and book as early as possible. And you've hosted some events this year as well. Tell us about those.
Well, I did a workshop there. I hosted a workshop there on actually film. I did a workshop on how to get your film in a film festival.
Mm-hmm.
And I, because I've been in so many, and I was telling people, when film festivals aren't like what you would think, because you might enter a film festival, you might get one person that comes to your film, or nobody might not come to your film.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And but they fun and they good. It's just that it's when you see like the previews and everything, and I tell people, and that's part of the showmanship. You know what I mean? You got to do that, but like I said, it's they interested. They interested, and like I said, we actually start that next year for February. Last year we had a thing we did called the Art of Blackness Collective, where we brought in over 50 artists and they exhibited their art.
Okay.
At the Culture Center for 2 months. We had musical artists come in, we had dancers come in, it was a big event for Black History Month. And we're doing it again we're doing it again in February. So keep your ears open, you have to come on down here, hang out with us and bring some talent with you. So that's what we do. And I just stay busy and and just give back and do what I gotta do and keep it moving.
And how is the film circuit? I've actually met quite a few people in your area. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I actually I'm sorry, I had a long day today. Quite a few people in your area online that are in the film circuit, and I know one lady you actually know. I can't think of her name right off the top of my head, but she's in that area. And
well, we got it's a lot. We got a lot of film and theater and a whole bunch of stuff going on because this is like a college and entertainment community. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They big into the art. The tri-area here, Winston-Salem, Greensboro, High Point, Burlington, all the way to Raleigh and Durham, and beyond. It's all an art-based community. They all into the arts. They got something going on dealing with the arts like every week, every day of the year.
Okay.
So this is like a big area for that. And it's a lot. Like I said, it's a lot going on. A whole lot going on, and people just get involved and do what they do. So
now
like
you said
that's what we do.
Now you said when you were in Jersey, you were doing something in media there, or your inspiration came from?
When I was in Jersey, I coached youth basketball. I was like, I was assistant director at a YMCA on the Brad Alcott. I just did a lot of sports stuff, did a lot of community stuff. I really didn't really get into the film stuff until I got here in North Carolina.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's about it.
Okay. Well, we look forward to Butter, and you said Butter is coming out in February 2020, and we're gonna.
21st. CEPTV will be in the house. I expect you and your husband and your crew to come down. We got a whole big. I got three great days. 30, Friday, and Saturday. I got 3 big events scheduled for that weekend. I'm thinking about doing a gospel show on Sunday. I just got to reach out to some people. But it's going to be big. Like I said, we're going to put the posters up the information out for the film festival, and we're gonna make it happen.
Awesome. We definitely cannot wait. This is definitely news to my ears. And I was starting to get a little bit of anxiety for Butter coming in November because with the holidays and everything just rolling by so fast, like we are already in the 13th day of November. It's like, dang, we were looking at releasing Butter on the 19th, and then we moved it, and I was like getting really nervous, but I'm so glad that you're going to take your time with it and roll it out.
Yeah.
So it can be really right. Like it's already like good, but sometimes the fine tuning is where
Well, that's what, and I actually just got reconnected with my business. One of my guys that I work with, he's gonna help me clean it up.
Mm-hmm.
So with him on board, I think it's gonna be heavy.
Awesome. Well, I am definitely looking forward to it. I'm not going to hold you long tonight. I think we covered everything that we wanted to cover tonight. We talk pretty much almost every week, so we'll definitely be catching up and keeping everybody posted.
And I want my shirt.
Okay. I will definitely make sure you get your shirt, and definitely I'll get that to you. So just for those of you who may not have heard, Brother Larry Wright is one of our business partners for CEPTV. So he's been with us from not quite the very beginning, but when things started, getting more real, because you were actually one of the people that kind of gave me some perspective and really, put my head on track to, what this really could be with CEPTV. Because at first, we were doing, but we weren't sure. So, I just want to thank you for, that inspiration and, helping us, helping me personally stay on track with it. And so, of course, I had to bring you along. You are already in the industry. You, showed me and taught me some things just by talking to me about a lot of things that I probably would have never known otherwise. And just been a great help. And I'm so glad that, we can be on this adventure together. And the beauty of technology, that people that you never probably would have met otherwise can come together and do something so powerful from miles away. I just love it. And so glad to have you aboard, and so glad that you're just doing amazing things and staying inspired and keeping inspiring and inspiring the generations, which is the most important part, that the generations are inspired off of what comes from paper to film and all of the things that you have done thus far, because we have to endeavor to leave a legacy, if nothing else.
That's what's up. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And like I said, I appreciate that. You bring me on board, and we're just gonna make it work. So I thank you for allowing me to call in. I hope those who listen in got some inspiration and a little bit of education. And hey, my email is pitchfind@yahoo.com. My business number, anybody can call me, 336-254-4161. Let's put our heads together and just do the right thing.
Yeah, and I would encourage you to friend Brother Raymond Harrison. He's doing some awesome things too, and I think if we can the more we can connect, and we may not ever really do anything together or whatever, or we may, but I'm telling you that Brother Raymond Harrison, he's on to something. I've been watching him for a while, and I'm so glad that he's actually watching our program tonight. So thanks so much for your support and commenting and interacting, because all that is, definitely ways to help, keep things exciting with, when you're trying to start something brand new. Because everybody, I read a post the other day, and I'm going to let you go after this, but I read a post the other day on the internet. It said, everybody wants to join a winning team, but nobody wants to build a winning team. It's it's a lot of work when you have to build one from scratch, but everybody wants to join something that's already been created. But nobody actually wants to build something. And so that's what we're doing here at CEPTV. We're building something like, I can't say it hasn't been done before, but we're doing it in a way that, we have our hands on it and we control our narrative and we control the outcome. And, people don't have to sell their birthright, to get some accolades or get noticed out there with their films. And you have a safe place to start and to be amongst people who have the same goals and visions as you, and a network and a platform that focuses on you. So again, thank you so much. And I'm going to let you go. We're going to get on out of here with our outro. And for those of you who joined us tonight, we thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure you tune in next week. We will be talking to Christopher Williams, who's going to give us some tips on credit. And we know that that's kind of like a huge thing, everybody getting their credit together. And he's going to give us some insights and tips on how to get that together. So please make sure you tune in next Tuesday, which is the 20th. And of course, on the following Tuesday, I believe that is Thanksgiving Tuesday, we won't be doing any shows. Just more than likely, we'll be doing a replay that week. And let me make sure, looking at my notes to see if I got everything out. Yep, that's it. We're going to close this show out. Thank you so much, Brother Larry Wright, for joining us tonight. And everybody have a great night.
Good night, and I will call you tomorrow.
All right. Talk to you then.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to another CEPTV Radio Network podcast production. Whether you are listening via Blog Talk, Anchor, or any of our other media outlets, we want to say thank you for tuning in. To find out more video content related to today's topic matter, please visit our streaming website at www.mycep.tv and subscribe today to see original indie movie, music, arts, crafts, and fashion, and more from African American visionaries just like you. That's www.mycep.tv. To sponsor or be a guest on our show, please email us at CEPTV2019@gmail.com. Have a great night.